Alright, let's bust up some suckers. Suckers.
Let's hurry.
Run away! Hey, Romeo. Feels louder to me today. What do I know?
That's... That's...
This side's probably a treasure chest.
That's...
I knew that because there's no enemies over here. Just watched a very impressive speech by Bernie Saunders. He called out so much nonsense that's going on right now in a clear, concise manner. If Bernie Saunders is who I think it is, I believe that person has been pretty well spoken. If it is who I think it is. Oh, so it does do something.
That's...
Get absolutely blown up. Have I fought any enemies in here? Oh, I had some encounters that I ran from. I was like, you know, if I ever get around to doing an encounter report for this game, I'm gonna have to at least get one encounter in. But I got some.
Hugo.
I committed no sin. Everything I did was for the sake of Alistel.
We finally find you, and those are the first words out of your mouth? To hell with you!
My will is that of the Prophet Noah. There can be no mistake of that. No other can hear the Prophet's words, convey them, and enact them accordingly. Please answer me, Prophet Noah. Please provide your gracious guidance.
Wait, something is not right.
The stabilization of the world. Yes, the Prophet desires purification. I understand, Prophet Noah. I will fill the world with your children as you deem it so. I will lead them to the horizon of peace. Is that my task?
Who's he talking to? He's creepy.
You there, the swordsman clad in red.
What?
You have power, but it isn't enough to save the world. I will share the Prophet's power with you.
What the hell is he babbling about?
The Prophet Noah transcends time and space and leads people to salvation. I shall grant you that might, and it shall let us spread the Prophet's ideals together.
Do you speak of flux?
Yes, you could say that.
If I had this power, I could bend time to my will.
You already understand it. Such truths are as clear as day to you.
Stock, what's he talking about?
You do not have to comprehend. All is guided by the prophet Noah.
Why would you tell me this? I'm your enemy. One who has done you great wrong at that. I don't see why you wouldn't simply kill us instead.
As I have said this whole time, I am but a servant to the prophet Noah and his guidance. I am just a conduit of his will and his words. That is all.
Come on, Stock. There's no point reasoning with him.
Rainey's right. He'd say anything to save his skin. It's clearly a trap.
All things considered, it makes most sense to assume that Hugo's words are a trap. For a man who should be completely cornered, he has a lot of confidence. And most convincing of all, he knows about my ability to travel through time. That being the case, I can't just write off his words as the ravings of a lunatic. Power of Noah, if I were to obtain it, I might be able to stop the desertification. Can I take this leap of faith, knowing the danger? I have to think about this one carefully. Beat Hugo to do that.
I don't need Noah's power. My fate is mine to carve.
You would deny the prophet Noah? Such hubris! Leave them to me, Prophet Noah. The heathens are driven by their evil ways, but I won't let them defile our land.
Maybe I should have chose the other option just to see what it does.
All of it. I will purify everything in your name.
I pity you, Hugo.
I'll pity the fool.
We'll release you from this madness.
Can't get careless.
Interesting, interesting, interesting. Suppose the 100-hour thing doesn't bother you as much as you've got most of your videos on YouTube. That's a pretty
What's
good
its weakness?
interpretation of it. It sucks because, like, there is some impact, and that's mostly a lot of my earlier streams aren't on YouTube, just like cut up versions, and some of those versions that are cut up are edited. But on Twitch, they're not edited. So, yeah. I have to figure out if I want to
How about this?
export basically all of those. Oh, I should have checked if you can be poisoned. No, you cannot. He's only doing 1 damage, so I'm not gonna waste too much here.
The light.
It's finally over.
It'll be a sad day in American politics when that man dies in office. Gonna be if it's the same guy that I'm thinking of, feels like it's gonna be any day now.
Is it over?
No, not yet.
No way. His wounds are healing right up.
Healing? What you are witnessing is nothing as simple as that. My power governs time. I need only to rewind the space around my body to reverse the injuries.
Rewind? What's he talking about?
Now, that first round didn't tire you out, did it?
Not at all.
I am a god, and as such I demand to be entertained.
Damn it. Is he immortal? What are we supposed to do?
You look as though you'd like to know the secret to a god's power. Then I shall tell you. I absorbed the might of the Blade of Time, Historica.
Historica? But that's Samra's sword.
So you know of it. The blade is imbued with the power of flux. Having taken it as my own, I can bend time around my body as often as I need to.
Flux again? I'm sick of hearing that word. What he's saying then is that we can bring him down if we have the sword, right? Where is this Historica thing?
Over there!
I don't think he said anything of the sort.
So that's Historica. Would that blade give us the power to take down Hugo?
It's futile. I've absorbed the blade's power already. What you see is no magic sword. It's a miserable pile of steel. No one can kill me. I am a god.
Damn it. What are we supposed to do?
I never imagined that humans could replicate the power of flux.
Alistel has been researching it for a long time.
But his power is unstable. You could break through it if you knew how.
He claims to have taken his power from that blade. Is that of any use?
Perhaps. The blade may come in handy then.
Its power could be restored, and there is one who may know something about doing so.
Yeah. I have things I want to ask him.
Well then, Stock. We'll leave the rest to you.
What they said is true. But, Stock...
Who are we going to be asking?
How dare you, Hugo? Disposing of me like this?
Tell me how to defeat him.
That blade, the magic blade of time, Historica. If you use that, he won't be able to turn back the clock. He is no god. He's only a man.
The blade has lost its power. How do I get it back?
That blade was taken from a warrior named Samra from Celestia. Perhaps if you went to Celestia, the Fleas defeat Hugo. That fool made my Thaumaturg into nothing. May he be exterminated!
Old magic blade. Hugo's a very nice man, letting the heroes do whatever they want. Well, that is what nice people do. They let people walk all over them.
Do you wish to?
Do not.
Oh, perfect timing.
10,000 money.
Ready for your... The artifact in this possible world is at the Sand Fortress. But the reading is hazy. That's a big no-no.
Meant to do this first, but you know.
Sorry. Can you go check it out?
All right.
I don't know what's waiting for you.
Oops. Well, you know what? None of this dialogue means anything anyway, so me accidentally skipping it is no loss. Seems this is the point when Erica joined us, right after we reclaimed the Sand Fortress.
I don't know if it's one of a set, but I have at least been told that there's another book. The Black Book of Flux. The Black Chronicle. You most likely refer to that. But it was taken by someone long ago, and its whereabouts are still unknown.
If I remember correctly, this is just after I asked about the White Chronicle's counterpart. We were ambushed by the wielder of the Black Chronicle almost immediately after this.
I see.
Stock, there's something else I should tell you. It's very important.
What is it?
You're actually my...
No!
Ott?
I don't want you to go anywhere.
Wait, Ott, what are you saying? I'm not going anywhere. What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I don't like it.
I understand, but I can't help if I don't know what it is.
Ott.
Kind of weird that he's responding in the exact same way. You know, if you were experiencing this again, probably respond, a little differently, if not a lot differently.
Erica!
Yes?
No taking away stock!
Ott, do you...
Yeah, it's called stealing, Erica.
What's going on?
This power... No. Is that a book of flux?
It's not the Black Chronicle. That must be how this possible world differs from my own.
What? Nemesia? No, you're not her at all. Just who are you?
Nemesia?
I'm gonna protect stock!
Seems she's not interested in talking. Come on, you two.
Do this battle with this busted up party. What? What? What?
Concentrate.
Oh, I should have put that in the back row. Oh, it went back because... Okay, I got it.
There! I'll trap him!
Oh, yeah. This is completely unnecessary. You know. It is what it is. I should do at least one type of ability.
I'll shoot you down! Ha! There!
Boom!
Brilliant.
One. That book. It's as I thought. Who on earth are you? Why are you doing this?
Doc said it was Nemesia.
I don't like her attitude.
His reaction. It's an artifact? What's happening? Why am I back on the Dunamis? What the hell just happened to me?
Stock, is something wrong? What's with the scary look?
Don't worry about it. Actually, maybe you should know.
Let me get this straight. You were teleported back here by someone who looks like me? And the prism sensed an artifact?
That's right. Just to make sure, it wasn't you I saw back there, was it?
Of course not. I was here the whole time. Judging from your description, it sounds like that look-alike of me was the artifact itself.
That doesn't make sense, though. It looked and moved just like a real person would.
Excellent observation. Some artifacts manifest in more specific ways than others. Simply put, they have no set form.
What does that mean?
Well, think about molten metal before it's poured into a mold. Its lack of solidity gives it the potential to conform to the size and shape of its container.
And as artifacts are similarly amorphous, they have the ability to take on any possible shape.
Yes, that's correct. Exactly what I was trying to say.
Even so, there are two things I still don't quite understand. One is why it specifically chose to take on your appearance. It could have become anything. What reason would it have to look like you? The other question I have is, what did it have to gain from ejecting me from that world?
To start, let's examine why it drove you out. From the artifact's perspective, your very existence in its world limits its own potential. Your actions would have restricted its possibilities, so it reacted accordingly.
Huh. Makes sense, I suppose. I have to say, though, you know quite a bit about that artifact.
Well, truth be told, I was once the owner of all the artifacts. Thanks to a misstep on my part, I lost track of them. As for your question, the reason that particular artifact took my shape is quite simple. Because it had no form to take, it simply copied the appearance of its previous owner, me.
Sounds reasonable.
A little too reasonable. She was too prepared for that question.
Anyway, how exactly am I supposed to retrieve it? Is such a thing even possible?
Consider that casting metaphor. Once the molten metal hardens, its possibilities are limited to the mold it was poured into.
So we'll need something to act as a mold then. The only question is what?
Converging timelines, branching worlds. limiting them to a single outcome. Oh, that reminds me of something I read in an old document. Supposedly, there's a space in the world that's completely cut off from the flow of time. Perhaps somewhere like that would hold the mold you need to contain the artifact. Do you know of any such place?
A space cut off from time.
We can find this mold in the Vault of Time. Well, only one way to find out.
I have an idea, yes. I'll head over there and get back to you.
Sounds wonderful.
Wonderful. Save and mark.